Hi, welcome to the first outdoor test of the new Flying3D X6 Plus. So now including an FPV part, as you can see. So over this basic fly sky transmitter, now you can install, thanks to the monitor holder, these 4.3 FPV monitors. You can plug an external 5.8 GHz FPV antenna, and on the back side you can find a very small dip switch to select one of the 8 Boscam frequency, and a very tiny power switch to power your FPV monitor, and a USB charging plug to recharge the internal LiPo battery. So the transmitter is not very basic, no more LCD, so by consequence no more displayed telemetry information. The left switch is a two-way. And by default, when in the switch A is an upper position, it's the altitude holds, okay, so stabilize the altitude when the throttle stick is at 50% as well. As soon as you will push down this switch, you will also engage the GPS in this stabilization to improve the accuracy of the stabilization and hovering. On the right switch, you will find when it's an upper position, so the switch B, when it's up it's a normal flight, and in the middle it's engaging the headless, and when completely down it's engaging the return to home thanks to the GPS features. So as I said, no more telemetry displayed, and in fact, if you manage to bound this transmitter, this receiver with another fly sky compatible transmitter, actually no possibility also to display the telemetry, so probably the telemetry features have been removed from the default flying controlling firmware, so it can be a problem. One of the new novelties is this FPV camera combo recording, thanks to this micro SD slot, the video in 720p, and the good news, you can adjust the lens orientation, okay, like this, by hand, and you have a wide angle, in my point of view, something like 120-degree field of view, and it's taking the power from the USB plug. It means that when you have the camera installed, you cannot tune anymore the parameter from the flight ground station software. Okay, and as the receiver, you can plug 5.8 GHz transmitter antennas. The dip switch, so you have to match both frequencies, and it's attached to the bottom part of the body thanks to these two lateral screws. Okay, no mention about the power emitted, but probably a 200 milliwatts. Okay, the battery and all the other elements are the same from the external point of view. Default 5-inch props, and as you already know, unfortunately, for the front, you cannot install out of the box some 6-inch props without modding. So one way is to cut a little bit this part under my thumb, or you can install some spacer under the motors to raise it a bit, and in this case you will be able to install some 6-inch and to have extra power. But it's only powered by a 2S system, so it's not a very powerful quadcopter, but it's very compact, and you have a small GPS module on top. So I already done a video modding and trying to shielding at maximum the GPS module to improve a little bit the GPS accuracy, and I already performed the what we so-called the bind mode by installing this very small bind button in order to bind with any fly sky compatible radio transmitter. Okay, so when you're flying the first time, you have to compare from the compass calibration. It's pretty easy. You have to switch very fast the switch A until the light flashing fast green behind, and after you have to rotate counterclockwise 3 times your quadcopter, okay, until the LEDs become stop to flash, then rotate the nose bottom, okay, at least 3 times, and after you have to hold on the flat surface until the blue LEDs is returning. Okay, so I will engage the flight first and also record thanks to my FPV Google the flight, and I will show also the reception, the sensitivity of the built-in, the provided FPV monitor. So you can see the external FPV monitor. Wow, even in daylight, the luminosity is very weak. So even with the sunshade, the FPV monitor is a bright screen and not matte, and wow, definitively a not fantastic model. And well, another annoying point, you will need a tool, a small screwdriver, to turn on recording, because you have to press down this very tiny button. So you have to press a long time this tiny button. If you briefly press on it, it will take photos. So you have to long press on it, and it's recording. It's pretty annoying. You need such tools. Now I will turn on my FPV GoPro. Okay, it's recording, and I will now fly it. I will start in altitude hold. So the basic switch A in upper position, switch B, and to arm you have to press the sticks in outer position. Let's go. So you have by default an altitude hold. I will try to show small drift, but it's okay. The altitude hold is pretty efficient. The image on the FPV screen is pretty good, but really if the image quality is good and the transmission range seems perfect, we cannot see almost anything even in moderate light. That's a problem. So by default, since on the switch A is only a two-way position, you don't have anymore the manual flight like the former edition. So you have two options: either install a three-way position switch in the radio, it's pretty cheap, and you will be able to configure on the ground station software the manual flight. Okay, it's pretty smooth. Huh? Really, it's really good flyer. It's not very sporty, but it's very good. I hope you will be able to see something on the FPV screen. Okay. This is the top speed, not bad at all, but as I said, it's not an ultra sporty flyer. So in altitude hold is working very well. So now I will test some other mode. Okay, the GPS assisted. I will now return closer to me. Really, what I don't like also, you don't have any possibility to trigger camera recording from the radio. It's very basic. They just add a very small FPV kit, that's all. So now I will turn on the GPS assisted. Okay, and it should stay in place. Not bad. Okay, I performed the compass calibration before. Now I will engage the return to home. I will turn switch B in lower position. Okay, it's engaged. So I configure on the ground station software. Actually, it's using the V2 version. So maybe there is a way to install the V2 branch firmware and software. Well, it's quite accurate. Yes, it's pretty good. Yes. Very good. The return to home was efficient. So I will take off again in GPS mode now. So I will engage. So it's slower in GPS mode. If you want more pitch, you have to disable the GPS mode. Okay, it's more to perform videos. Now I will engage the return to home again. It should clip at 10 meters and return. We will see. I'm confident it's working well. But really, definitively, the FPV part is weak compared to the rest of this quadcopter. This Flying3D X6 Plus represents probably the cheapest GPS compact brushless flyers available in the market. Wow, where is go? It's actually circle around the point. Okay, we will see. But no, it's not so bad. I hope it will start. Yes, it starts to converge. I don't do anything. Yes, it's not bad. Yes, not bad at all. It's very stable, really. So that's a good point. Thanks probably to the better video firmware branch, which improved the GPS accuracy, also performed the GPS shielding mode. It helped a lot to increase the GPS accuracy. You have less than 50 centimeters of interval between the two takeoff points. That's pretty good. Really, I like it. And well, the flying duration time is not fantastic. Okay, with the default battery, you have something like 6-7 minutes. But the good news, you can install some X6 batteries. They are fitting very well and they are more stronger. They are 30 C of discharge rate, and you have really you can increase a lot the flying time. So, okay, that's good, but it's not bad at all. It's for a first GPS FPV system is probably the cheapest for sure. It's compact. Unfortunately, the weight is with everything is a scale something like 340 grams. So for the American market, you will have to register it. But anyway, for the rest, it's okay. Okay, I've got the voltage alarms, so I will now gently land. Okay, and stop recording. So maybe I will add some. I've got another battery. Maybe I will add some fight. I will see. But I've got a lot of quads to test out today. So to disarm, you have to wait or press in earth to disarm. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.